What is going on, Resident Tri Collector here with another video. TGIF, February 28th, 2025. Hope everyone had a great week. I hope everyone had a great February, the last day of February. Got March tomorrow. I hope everyone has a wonderful March coming up. Winter's breaking. Hopefully spring is right around the corner for us here in Michigan. Really excited to do this video. This is a video I wanted to do for a while now, and unfortunately I wasn't able to do it until just now today. But this is going to be my recap video of the previous year, slash my top 10 of my collection. But I'm doing some twists to this. This will be a yearly video I put out, and it's going to be the top 10 rarest cards I picked up from the previous year. So in this video, it's going to be the top 10 rarest cards that I picked up in 2024. Pop reports. When it comes to the pop reports, I am, being transparent, I am heavily influenced by the pop report. My collecting is heavily driven by the pop of a card. So I know that's not how everyone collects. I know there's other ways people collect iconic cards, set building, stuff like that. I collect based on the pop report. Now the pop report isn't a for sure truth of how many cards are circulating in the hobby, but it's a really good tool to use to understand, to compare cards and to see how many cards are out there, and to get an idea of what a pop population is for a certain set, certain card, a certain player. So just being transparent, heavily influenced by the pop report. If you know that saying where if someone jumped off the bridge, would you jump off the bridge? Well, if the pop report told me to jump off the bridge, I would get a running start and I would jump off. I love the pop report. I love doing the research. I love trying to find rare, scarce stuff. I love adding that into my collection. So that's the main focus of how I collect these days. So 2024 was a great year, one of the best years of collecting for me. And I'm really excited to show the top 10 rarest cards I picked up from the previous year. This video also is going to have a couple of shout outs. I know Josh over at Value Vintage Card Wonderland has a pop game out there right now. I've loved the videos. I love his channel as well. He has a great channel, very informative on Venezuelan cards, and he has a lot of great cards in his collection that he shows off to us. So I want to give him a shout out to this in this video as well, and I've really enjoyed the VRs he's put out. Also going to do another shout out to my buddy Sammy Thunder. He wants to see oddballs, and he wants to see some Scott Reindeer Studios influenced merch swag, and I got that on right now. I picked this up last year from Scott at Strongsville, so I'm rocking this today. And I'm shouting you out, Sammy, because we're going to see a few oddballs here when I do this. So just a few rules for when I do for my top 10 rarest cards of the previous year. First off, it's going to be now this isn't going to be a rule set in stone, but it's going to be pretty much how these videos are going to go. They're going to be all Hall of Famers. I think when most people will send a Hall of Famer off to get slabbed up, to get put PSA, SGC. Most people will get grade a Hall of Famer. So that gives you a better idea of what the real pop is on that set and on those players, because people just won't grade the common players, and no one crucified me for calling people common players, but the non Hall of Famers. So I think showing Hall of Famers is a good indicator of what the real pop report is for a certain card or certain set. So these are all gonna be Hall of Famers. They're all gonna be Hall of Famers except one. There's one card that is not a Hall of Famer, but it's a very rare set. So I had to throw this one in here. So 9 out of 10 cards are Hall of Famers. One card is not Hall of Famer, but it's a very rare set, which fits perfectly into this video. Second off, they're all going to be baseball players. That's the majority of my collection. I know Josh has said you could do any sport you want, modern, vintage, pre-war. These are all going to range in the sector of pre-war, vintage, that sort of thing, because that's mainly my main focus of collecting. And there's gonna be two non-baseball cards. So these are going to be kind of oddball cards, or cards that are not baseball related, but they are kind of baseball related. And you'll see when I get around to that. And I think that's it. So let me just say, this video is just to kind of show new cards, show things people haven't seen before, sets people haven't seen before, players people haven't seen before, but I'm sure everyone knows these players if you follow the history of the Hall of Fame and everything. I think they're all Detroit Tigers as well this year. And my goal is to kind of show a card that you haven't seen before. Show something you haven't seen before that makes you say, wow, I've never seen that card before, I've never seen that set before. That's the goal of this video, and I hope I achieved that. So let me know in the comments below if you've seen all these cards, and let me know in the comments below if there's a card you haven't seen before, and it kind of was a little shocker to you and something you enjoyed or something. So I'm gonna flip this camera around, and we're gonna get into top 10 rarest cards of 2024. Okay, here we go. So this will be my top 10 rarest pickups of 2024. I'm gonna try to go through this pretty quickly, not giving much details on the cards, but kind of just showing them and giving you the total pop count on each one. So coming in at number 10, it's a 1907 Wolverine News postcard of Huey Jennings on the sideline. This is a Pop 19, PSA grading 6, SGC grading 13. Huey Jennings has 2 cards in this set, a portrait and then one of him here on the sideline. And you can see in the corner, on the coaching line. So. Number 10. Number 9 is the 1908 George E. Wright postcard of Morgan Bulkey. So Morgan Bulkey is the first National League president and is a Hall of Famer as an executive. This is a Pop 19. PSA has graded 5 of them. SGC has graded 14 of them. But what makes this one unique is this is an ad back. So most of these are just postcards. But this is a ad back, which is much more rare, and it's actually the only one graded by SGC. And this probably could have went further down the list, but PSA doesn't break out if they have graded ad backs like SGC has. So I don't know if there has been any ad backs graded by PSA. So that's why it's still up here at number 9 on the list, but really cool pickup. Coming in at number 8 is the 1923 R I'm sorry, 1923 W515-2 of Huey Jennings. Kind of surprised that this made the top 10 as a strip card, but it is a Pop 18 with PSA grading 6 of them. SGC has graded 12 of them. This is Huey on the Giants as well. Not a Detroit Tiger in this one. This is one of his final cards of the of his playing days. So number 8. Number 7 is the 1907 Wolverine News Sam Crawford Bunting. So Sam Crawford has 2 cards in this set as well. It's him here bunting and a portrait version of him. This is a Pop 18. PSA has graded 7 of them. SGC has graded 11 of them. One of my favorite cards I picked up from last year. Coming in at number 6 is the 1928 Tharps Ice Cream of Harry Heilman. This is a Pop 12. PSA has graded 8 of them. SGC has graded 4 of them. A tougher back for this set. Coming in at number 5 is the 1935 Greenfields postcard of the 1935 Detroit Tigers. This is a Pop 12 as well. PSA has graded 0 of them. SGC has graded all 12 of them. Coming in at number 4, the reason why this video has taken so long, it's the 1934 Annis Furs Mickey Cochran. So originally, the story is I sent this in October of 2024, hoping to have this graded and completed by the end of the year, and hopefully having this video out in early January. However, when December came along, PSA came back to me and they said you're going to get a refund. We don't know what card this is right here. And which was kind of a shocker because I've looked on their website and they have a set registry on this set, as well as grading a number of cards from this set. So I did a lot of back and forth talking with PSA, and I sent them a lot of links, gave them info on this set, and they were able to reverse their initial non-grading decision, and they graded it, and it came back this week. Another one of my favorite cards from last year. This is a Pop 11. PSA has graded 4 of them. SGC has graded 7 of them. Such a tough set. 1934 Annis Furs Mickey Cochran. Coming in at number 3, the most unique postcard in this top 10. It's the 1911 E.F. Schring postcard of Huey Jennings' accident. Talk about a weird thing to put on a postcard. As you can see in the middle right here, that's Huey Jennings' car accident when he drove his car off of a bridge. it was just crazy back in the day to someone decide, hey, let's make a postcard of him driving off of his car accident off the bridge. Like, it was wild back in the day. This is a Pop 8. PSA has graded 0 of them. SGC has graded all 8 of them. And of course, I just had to get this in. I learned about this postcard this year, and when I saw one getting sold on Net54, I jumped on it. Huey Jennings is a Hall of Famer. But man, to throw that on a postcard and send it to someone, can you imagine? Can you imagine getting a postcard and it's just Huey Jennings flipped car in the river? All right, number 2, the only non-Hall of Famer on the list, but it's from an extremely tough set. It's the 1916 Berg Nash Bob Veach. So this is the M101-4/M101-5 set. And this is the Berg Nash, which is the second hardest back to get in the set. The Berg Nash set entirely, it has like over 100 players in it, because it's an M101-4 and -5 set, so it has all those players from that set. But for the Berg Nash, only 35 total cards have been graded. 16 have been graded by PSA, 19 have been graded by SGC. It's an extremely tough back to get. Bob Veach is a Pop 1 out of those 35 total graded, but he's not a Hall of Famer, which is why I didn't put him at number 1. But man, tough card, tough set. If you ever see a Berg Nash back, they're not cheap. They go for a couple hundred raw, and for a non-Hall of Famer. But it's tough. Coming in at number 1, I've shown it before, I've talked about it before. The 13-15 Pinkerton Huey Jennings with the scorecard back. This is a Pop 1. This is the only one graded by SGC and PSA. Got some awesome writing on the back. Someone filled out the scorecard, which I love. Number 1 pickup for the rarest cards of 2024. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoy this video. I really enjoy doing these type of videos, and I'm going to do these once a year as my little recap top 10 videos. So thank you all for watching. I hope everyone enjoyed this and saw something and learned something new today. Hope everyone has a great weekend and a great March coming up. Until next time, happy collecting.